Difficult game for us today in terms of the result because we came out and we won the game. And last week we advanced on the away goal. This series, we get knocked out on the away goal. I thought for the start of the game was theirs a little bit, but I thought for the last 20 minutes of the first half it was all ours, and we got the 2 goals. We were close to getting a third. We had some really good chances. Even when they scored the 2-1, I felt we still got some good opportunities, a couple of good looks. Andy Rose, a couple by Clint Dempsey, and such, a couple of crosses that are close. I'm really proud of our team. I'm proud of their effort. I'm proud of their fight, to the very end. I think the series, these 2 teams are equal. I think the aggregate score reflects that. I thought we were a little bit unlucky today, and my heart goes out to our fans and to our team because I think they've battled and done really well this season and deserved to go to the MLS Cup Final, but that's not the way it turned out.
You guys obviously won the Supporters Shield. I mean, looking back on it now, how much of a consolation, I guess, is that, or does it really matter?
The Supporters Shield is nice. I mean, it's great because it's a reflection of the whole season. It shows that we were the best team over the whole season. But unfortunately, our league decides that the MLS Cup winner is the top team, and that's a mountain that we haven't climbed yet. I thought for sure this could be our year to climb that mountain, and I thought we were very close to it.
What was your thought process up 2-0, trying to balance? Yeah, you're going through right now, but you know that an away goal can put you guys up.
I mean, I don't know what you mean by thought process. I mean,
how did you find that balance of trying to push? Maybe did you consider pushing for a third, or was it kind of batten down and try to get through 2-0?
No. We just said we got to continue to play the same way that we played in the first half. The reason we got the upper hand is because we started to destroy their attacks earlier up on the field, so that gave us opportunities to get forward better. I thought in the second half what they did is they just started to lump long balls in and just tried to expose us and put speed behind our defense, and they got behind a little bit and earned a couple of corner kicks. But our goal going into the second half wasn't to try and sit and just defend or anything like that.
Tom McCarthy.
Sigi, you couldn't have Ozzy in the first leg, but you were able to put him on the field tonight. What was he able to give you, and how was his fitness heading into it?
I think his first 45 minutes were great. It shows how important a player he is for our team. But at halftime he started to tighten up a little bit. He could feel his hamstring. We didn't know how much we were going to get out of him in the second half, and what he tried to do is he started to try and manage his time and just get through and connect some passes, but then we needed that energy in there as well. And even after they got the goal, Donovan was in on that breakaway, and Stefan Fry made a great save, and I could tell that Ozzy wasn't able to cover the ground, so that's why we had to make the change.
Nico.
How would you say DeAndre played today, kind of pushing forward a lot? What you thought about him play?
I thought DeAndre was good. I thought defensively he was good too. I thought in the first half he contained Landon, and he was doing a good job. Same thing in the second. Obviously, when it was 2-1, then we needed him to go forward more, and at the end we pushed into a 3-5-2. So we definitely wanted him to go higher up the field.
Coach, did you feel that Papa was put in the field a little late?
I asked Papa to go in and play underneath the 2 forwards, but he was always out on the left wing. So then Evans came inside, which is not the way I wanted to play late in the game. So I think Papa can influence our game and be helpful to our game. But today, I thought our team was playing well. I thought when he came in, he tried to have an impact on the game. He hit some crosses for us and got the ball over. But I would have liked to have seen him more central underneath the front two.
Jeremiah.
I guess two-part question. When do you turn the page and start looking at next year? And does going into next year a little harder because of how much you did right and probably feel pretty good about what you have here.
I mean, every year is a new year. You know, it'll be a different group of players and, you know, a new group that comes together. You know, you start turning the page, you know, now and looking at it. But, you know, the pain that you feel right now hopefully will motivate us for next year. But we also know that we need to improve our team in certain situations. We've got some guys getting older as well, so we got to look at making some changes there. But certainly, you know, I still think there's a very good nucleus here. I think we added some good pieces this year, and we got to continue to build around that.
John?
Does this, you mentioned the nucleus you have, does this feel different than maybe when you were made last year, just with kind of the way of winning what you have come back?
Yeah, it feels different. It's disappointing, you know, because of the team we had and the season we had this year, you know, because we really wanted to get to MLS Cup, and that's what the team wanted to do. So, but from a standpoint of how you feel at the end of the season, I think last year obviously we didn't finish well. This year, you know, I think we acquitted ourselves well in the playoffs. We acquitted ourselves well in this series, and again, like I said, there's a lot to build upon.
Blair?
I'm just wondering what you think of the tie-breaking rule, if that's an equitable way to decide a series of this.
Well, you know, we didn't have the away goals rule in past years, and so obviously, if it was the same as it was last year, we'd still be playing right now. But then I've been on the other side of it where, you know, I got eliminated. Where if the away goals rule was in there, we'd have moved on to the championship. So it just works out sometimes that way. But you know, it was tough tonight.
What was the thought process behind the Rose for Anita?
Andy, you know, gives you certain energy, and he gets forward and he gets into the box. His heading was something too that we felt we could use, you know, defensively because of Gordon coming in, but offensively as well. And I thought Andy got forward really well. You know, had a good opportunity coming in on the left that one time. So, you know, we just wanted to get energy into the middle of the field so we could keep driving the game.
Coach, are you looking to continue to be the coach for this Sounders next year?
I hope so. I hope so. You know,
Is it
I mean, it's.
accomplish all the goals you have?
Pardon me?
Do you accomplish all the goals that you have for this year?
No, I mean, it's like I've said before. I mean, there's nothing I want to do more than to bring an MLS Cup to the city of Seattle because the fans, you know, deserve it, and their support has been phenomenal. And you heard them even after the game. I mean, there's always people who are going to say, "Nah, you need a new coach. Go get rid of this guy. Somebody else, you know, is a better fit or can do better." I mean, that's just part of the business. You hear that all the time. But for me, you know, I wanna win a championship here. I want to win an MLS Cup. Now this year, I mean, we're a team. You know, we've won 5 trophies now in 6 years. There's not a lot of clubs that have won 5 trophies in 6 years in this league. You know, we got the Supporter Shield, which is a bigger one, and we'd like to go repeat as Supporter Shield champions next year, and we'd like to, you know, make our way into MLS Cup and to win it. You know, that's our ultimate goal.
Don?
When you kind of think about this season, are you going to see this as a team that could have won the MLS Cup had it been better in some specific way, or that could have won the MLS Cup if it had just gotten a more fortunate bounce off that post on the third on LA's goal?
I'm going to see it more as I'm going to see it as a team that accomplished a hell of a lot. You know, that was pretty consistent from A through Z in the season. That played very good offensive soccer. That got solid defensively towards the end of the year. That had a goalkeeper that improved throughout the year. I think Stefan Frei tonight was outstanding. You know, and you know, so I don't see it as a team where you know, if we would have had this or we would have had that. You always wish you have this player or that player and so forth, and certainly the Galaxy is a very, very talented team. You know, they're going to be a much different looking team without Landon Donovan next year, and you know, they had a lot of emotional things playing into their court as well, with Landon retiring and with you know, with the unfortunate situation with De La Garza being, all those are rallying points for that team a little bit, but. I feel, we can compete with them, and I feel we can compete with anybody, and we'll continue to work and continue to try and improve our team in any way possible.
You mentioned Stefan. What did you think of his play tonight, especially he made two really big saves right after you guys conceded? It seemed like he really kept you in the game.
I thought he played very well. I thought he had, all 4 playoff games. I thought he was really solid. And, I just think his confidence has grown through the season. Tommy Dutra has done a great job working with him. I think we stuck with him early on some situations where I'm sure some people thought, why are you staying with him? But I think over the last 8-9 games, I think everybody could see the reason that we made the trade and the reason we brought him here and the reason that I feel he has potential to be one of the top goalkeepers in the league and is definitely going to get there.
Last couple, Jackie.
Coach, was a record playoff count tonight, and the crowd was still cheering you guys on, and even after the final whistle. What would you kind of say to the fans?
I just say thank you and we're sorry, because we want to win it for them. We really do.
Anything else, guys? Matt?
Dempsey was really an inspirational force for you guys for a little bit in the first half. Is that what you're kind of looking to him to do to provide that spark?
Always, he's a player who, is a big player who can impact games and change games. Everybody looks at the goal that he scored, but he was really influential in the first goal because he didn't give up on the play and he stayed with the play. And is the one who ended up hitting the ball that comes across for Brad to finish. So, he was very, that's what he's supposed to do is be involved in the goals that we get, and he was. It's unfortunate. I'm sure he would have liked to have those volleys back and make a little better contact because, that's something he's usually pretty good at. And, if he hits one of those well, we're talking a different story right now.
Thanks, guys.